Ooh, spooky.
Ew. Do what just laugh.
I'll get your little dog too.
Oh, is that from
Wizard of Waverly?
No, Wizard
Wizard
of Oz. I'm so excited to see that movie with Ariana Grande.
That's the Wicked.
It's the same. It's the same concept.
Okay. I was like, wait, Wizard of. I keep saying Wizard of Waverly Place.
Oh, okay, well, welcome to today's spooky episode.
Spooky. I don't know if you can tell we're a little festive. Fix the pillow, sis.
I know. I put it right here purposely so they could see the trick or treat. We got our Mine's a Halloween Town sweatshirt.
I got some ghost on my chest,
and we have our Halloween socks and pumpkin pants. We're very festive. Kara brought all her decorations here for us to get into the festive mood of our beginning. Well, I guess last week was the beginning, but
last week was like Mean Girls Day. So.
Yeah, it was of our Spooktober.
Spooktober. No, I'm sorry.
Just one. Spooktober. Okay. Spooktober.
I have a spooky deuces podcast up here.
If you guys see me going to the left, I almost broke my laptop. I'm still working currently.
Janelle's a working girl, and we have to, the grind doesn't stop.
So and I saw this trick on TikTok. I forgot if it was you or somebody sent this to me, and you're supposed to like set up a meeting with yourself and then put your little symbol to available, but it'll never go what do you call it?
Wasn't me.
It'll never go away because it says that you're technically available. But I don't want my job to detect it and see me doing that in a meeting.
Oh my god, the teen sound just gives me like
anxiety because of work.
Yeah, I hate the teen sound. But yeah, so it's the second week of October. So hopefully you guys have already been doing October things, whether it's a pumpkin patch, a haunted house, some movies. Derek and I are doing. Oh, so sorry. Let me turn that off. I thought I turned it off. Derek and I are doing a scary movie and activity every day in October. We've made our little envelope list. That I made, and we're just gonna pick a day or pick an envelope. It's gonna have like a movie's like 13 Ghost, paint pumpkins or something.
Yeah, I think every day in October I'm gonna try to watch either a Halloween episode, a Halloween movie, nothing too spooky because I might be home alone, so I don't want to watch anything too scary. Or I might watch a scary movie I've already seen, so I kind of already know what's gonna happen, so it's not like as scary. But definitely want to do that with Londo. Watch like something Halloween-esque every day in October.
When I was watching him, and it was during October time, we were watching the Mickey Mouse October Halloween episode.
He loves that episode still.
It's like, that's it. I was like, what is that? So yeah, quick little recap. I did watch the movie Blonde finally. Don't watch it.
Kara,
don't watch
words
it.
Out of my mouth.
I
went on TikTok
Blonde.
And I saw people just ripping it apart. Like, how could they paint Marilyn in such an ugly light that nobody knows if that's even true? And you know why I knew it was bad?
It's based off the book.
Yeah.
The book Blonde, which he literally says, do not read this book because it is not a biography. It is not true. It's just completely fiction. So they based it off the book. So they said if you go with the mindset thinking this is real
life,
stuff,
you're going to hate it even more.
But like, I wasn't expecting it to be Sundancey filmy.
See, I get it. How them saying, first of all, why? Okay. If that's nothing to do with her life, why write something so awful about somebody? That's what I think. That's weird. A. B. I just have to say she's gorgeous, but
her accent. Okay, so I saw where she said she was doing an interview that it took she worked on it over a year to perfect the accent, and I guess she needed to take a few more because
she took maybe a couple more years.
Because like when she was talking, her accent would slip out, and I had to second guess myself. I was like, wait, is Norma Jean Hispanic? I was like, is that supposed to happen?
Confused.
And it was just...
Yeah, I don't know why somebody would write something so awful about her. She's so gorgeous. And
I'm sure some stuff
had some truth to it, but it was just awful. And every comment I saw was like, why would Netflix pick this up after they just did a sad but beautiful documentary on her and then release something so awful about her? Like, it didn't make sense.
And it made me so sad because the entire time I was watching, I'm like, oh, you're going to do Evelyn Hugo a lot better. That's all I was thinking.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, this definitely, I hope. But I knew it was bad when it wasn't so announced that it came out. I had no idea it even came out until I went and saw it was there. I was like, usually Netflix would like, you know what I mean? Like,
I knew it was bad when it wasn't top 10 trending.
It was number 5. 2 days ago.
I guess not on mine. When it came out, usually you should be like number 1, like when it first comes out.
But it Jeffrey Dahmer kind of obviously took the attention away, even though his is a show and hers is a movie. But it was number 5 when 2 days ago, but I would suspect it to be at least 1 or 2 in the movie department.
Don't watch it, guys. And especially all the stuff that they did behind it. Like they said, they went to her grave.
Yeah, and as per, I don't know, that was just unnecessary.
Interesting.
Marilyn Monroe, I think, needs a better grave than being a part of a wall. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but we can't just like move her.
Maybe one of her descendants could, because I was like, usually
I wonder who's her descendants, because she had no children allegedly. She was married. She has no siblings according to the movie. Like, oh,
that's true. I guess she has no descendants. Yeah, I guess it just, again, that's what I said. Like, why put this sad but beautiful side of her and then do this a couple months later? Like, it didn't make sense.
Approved? That's what I want to. I get it. Like, the book was like supposed to be like that, but like,
why? I don't know.
We didn't need to see it. But anyway, long tangent. Don't see it. Wasn't worth it.
Well, I guess my weekend plans were, I went to I have a notification. Went to celebrate my anniversary with my boyfriend, so that was nice. Yeah. And then we went to the pumpkin patch. We have some family coming in from Arizona who we haven't seen in a long time, so they're here with us.
My anniversary will be this weekend coming up.
Thank you. Trying to take my shine away.
No.
Thank you. You can wait till next week and talk about it, because I'll bring mine up next week, and then I'll say, "Oh, well, mine was last week."
You know what? Yes, sir. I just wanted to throw. There's no reason. It's okay. Continue. I'm so sorry.
Anyway, so we do have family here, so it is good to see with them. We're going to spend the day with them, the weekend with them until they leave on Monday. So that's a good, fun family time. And yeah, that's basically what we did. So I guess we can move on to this week's episode. Sorry, my thing's going off again.
Yeah, you know what?
It's like they want me to do my job or
most
something.
Most people are working gals and guys, so like, you know what it is. And if you don't, well, sorry. Do you want me to move the camera? Do you think it's blocking you?
Huh?
Like the camera. I'm gonna move it a little more towards you, just in case. Just in case. Talk amongst yourselves. Or don't.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm reading something from one of my colleagues, Jose. No one at my work knows I does this, so.
It's just like this is blocking you. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So.
Ew, not ASMR.
Oh, Carissa is calling us. Should we answer?
Oh, is she getting off super early today?
Let's see. Hey, Chris.
She can maybe meet us for sushi.
Yeah, we're filming right now. Are you on your way? Yeah. Should I put you on speaker? Say hi to the pod.
Oh, of course.
Say hi.
Hey, pods. I just ordered my Caseify, so buy some if you have it.
Yes, use your Caseify code. We were getting to that. Thank you, Carissa, for a great segue.
Thank you. I guess I'll just talk to you after.
Okay. All right. Bye. Love you.
Bye. Love you too.
Is she on her way?
No, she was still working. That brought us back exactly. Thank you, everybody that has been using our code on the Caseify campaign.
Yes, we actually have some sales, which we got an email of them congratulating us, saying you guys have some sales. So thank you guys.
Thank you. And if you guys want to continue to support the pod, make sure you tell all your friends to use 15 to use this pod for 15% off your Caseify purchase.
And they have cute. I ordered at Watch, so I can't wait for it to come in to show you guys.
Ooh,
it's
yeah.
so cute. So I have that. They have laptop, iPads,
So
you name it.
Samsung, Windows phones.
Yes. And of course, pay more money for a case than pay money to fix your phone, guys. That's how I see it. But yeah, thank you guys again for the support. And now let's move on to today's episode.
Let's go ahead. So today's episode, we are going to continue with the spooky vibes. And I just love doing that. I just love doing spooky
vibes.
And we're going to talk about our favorite Halloween episodes. And that could be Disney, Nick,
ABC, the CW.
Everything.
Just list everyone.
Freeform.
Yeah. So let's go ahead but how should we do this? Should we just do our top 5?
Okay. We can do top 5 and then I'm sure we'll just trickle into other things.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead. I'll start.
Okay.
If that's okay with you.
Is it 1 is the best and 5 is like the least best?
Oh, I was just saying
or just a 5 in general.
Episodes.
Okay. 5 in gen. Okay.
Okay. So my first, this is going to be a group, I guess, because it's like one thing.
Yeah, we're not going to stick to like just Disney, just Nick, just Freeform, just all the episodes.
So my favorite episodes of Halloween or themed Halloweens that would come out, what I would always look forward to was the Pretty Little Liar episodes.
That was one of mine, sis. Thank you for taking it from me.
Well, we could discuss.
We
could have the same thing.
Yes, the train.
Oh my god,
love the train.
The train was everything, and that's like the entire vibe. Like everyone. I mean,
costumes.
I could live without Paige, but I could live without her in the whole show. But
and I could live without Adam Levine's, or who was it? Adam Devine.
It was Adam Lambert.
Adam Lambert's performance, kind of unnecessary.
But he was big at that time.
He was big at that time, so I could see.
Huge.
What was he saying?
I don't know.
He was huge, but I don't know any songs.
I don't know. He was huge.
He sang his famous song at the time for that episode on the train, which I thought was kind of unnecessary.
And now he's like he's Queen reenactment. So that's what he's doing good. Like he's a front man for Queen. So when they like the band.
Oh, he sings for them?
Yeah, like because the front man is obviously passed away, so he like does it. But it's really
that's
good.
Interesting.
Like, yeah, can anybody
find me somebody to love? If you guys know where that's from, let us know. You're a real one.
But no, Pretty Little Liars, it was everything. Like, it was something to look forward to because like the show ended in the summer, so it gave you something to look forward to, and like the whole like the theme song.
Well, Pretty Little Liars in general was always a spooky show, so the fact that they amplified the spook and I always liked when shows like let it be known it was Halloween season.
Yeah, the thing I was telling you the other day that I love about TV shows and movies, like when it's Halloween, like every aspect of the show is Halloween, like the backdrop, the decorations.
Yeah,
like they obviously have the budget to go all out.
Yeah,
but I love Halloween.
Yeah, I think Pretty Little Liars also had another Halloween episode when they had, and the funny thing about shows that actually have a plot. Not like
this is a random episode.
Yeah, not like sitcoms where they don't really connect, but like shows that have plots, they'll just like randomly make something up so they can have a Halloween episode or a Christmas episode that has nothing to do with the storyline.
Yeah.
And one of them for Pretty Little Lies, when they had that like random flashback episode where they were in high school and they saw that random haunted house on the side of the street, and then that mini alley was like walking around with the coat. It had nothing to do with the episode and had nothing to do with anything, but it was
showing that Allie was getting harassed by A.
I mean, it wasn't necessary in the show, but like they just made it up so they can have a spooky episode and then more costumes. But definitely have to agree, Pretty Little Liars did have multiple iconic Halloween episodes.
It was funny because I was rewatching it and I thought they had more, but they only had 3. They had the flashback.
That's more than most shows. They had the flashback, they had the random Ravenswood, and then they had the Halloween Carnival. What are you talking about? They had a bunch of them.
I'm sorry, I didn't count the Ravenswood because I didn't count that one. I mean, it was like
so they had the Ravenswood, they had the train,
they had the Christmas Halloween one,
the Christmas Halloween, and then they had the one with the fair. That was in the later seasons where like Spencer gets lost in the mirror maze, and she gets trapped in that door, and the clown's there. It's like the fall festival Halloween festival.
Yes,
so they had like 4 or 5.
Yeah, they had
per season, I think. But definitely has to be top 10. And I think I saw on TikTok someone was like, if you watch Pretty Little Liars, you can see what's one of the most stupidest shows ever. But at the time, that's what was written.
Yeah, I actually rewatched them, and I rewatched the Pretty Little Liars not the reboot, but the original one, and if somebody were to watch it today, like never seen it, I can see how they don't like it. But if you grew up with it, it's like nostalgia. Because my coworker has never seen Pretty Little Liars, and he was watching. He's like, "How is this happening? How's that happening?" I'm like, "Don't ask.
It's so impractical. We know."
He's like, "How are they getting this money?" I'm like, "I don't know. Just watch it, okay? A's just out there to get these girls and just watch the show."
But moving on, we talked a little too long on Pretty Little Liars.
Okay, it's passion.
It's passion.
Well, what's yours? Next one. Oh my god. Okay.
Excuse me.
Oh, okay. You okay again?
I thought I
need some water.
No, I thought I had to burp the first time and I didn't, and then I stopped and it actually came.
Okay.
But anyways, so I think one of my favorite episodes for Halloween would definitely be the Lizzie McGuire episode.
Classic
episode. I remember being terrified. No, not knowing why, but I also was a child.
Lizzie's clown hole debacle was freaky,
and the weird ball chain thing she was holding was kind of scary.
Oh yes,
but most Steph loved that episode. I loved seeing anytime I see even cartoons or TV shows, anything as a kid, I always loved seeing them not in their everyday locations or everyday outfits, if that makes sense. Like I loved when cartoons went to like when SpongeBob would go to like a rock bottom or it would or somewhere where it wasn't their regular background, or like when Raven and them go to the mall, or you would see like a part of their house you don't always see. Like I always loved that as a kid because it was always different. But so I definitely loved the Halloween episode of Lizzie McGuire. It's actually, the story was good. Like, it was good written for back in that time.
Yeah.
Which I thought was pretty scary. And just the flashing lights, the zombiness. I loved seeing Kate.
Them possibly dead.
Yeah, I loved Kate's costume.
Oh, I loved her costume.
Yeah, so I think that's something we might watch today because I haven't seen it in years.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely have a Halloween episode show or marathon today. I know we're talking about our favorite, but I just have to say something that I just dislike and I would always skip it. I don't like it. It's the Proud Family Halloween episode.
Oh, I hated that episode.
I never liked it, and they never had a different one. The Proud
they only had 2 seasons, but they only had one Halloween episode, and I just didn't like
her getting powers or something.
Yeah, and I didn't like it how it had to do with powers and the random but I'd love to see like the house decorated different. I love to see all the aspects. Of course, I watched it every year, but it was definitely one of my least favorite.
Yeah, I would have to say that one. And one that dropped the ball was Raven's cow episode.
Oh, the freaking babysitter one was more scary for Halloween than the cow episode. I hated them looking like cows. It was uncomfortable to look at. I hated there was no spookiness to it. It was just
I got
a mishap.
They could have gotten so much with the psychic and the book and the potions. It could have been everything.
Yeah, she had powers for a day that weren't just psychic or something. I don't know. They dropped the ball definitely with the cow episode, but it is a classic to watch.
I was just saying that was one that I just didn't like. So obviously the one that comes to mind with kids are sure younger kids like millennials is obviously the Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, Sweet 16.
Oh yes,
the
Sweet 113 or
something. They say it a lot.
1013. I don't know, something with a 3. I think.
Yeah, I know. There's a 3. I know there was a 6. I don't know what's in between. But no, the Hot Hollow, that episode freaked me out. When it was Esteban, when he was like, yeah,
I'll write a check. Yes, I remember. I think we talked about this every Halloween episode or every Halloween, how we had gotten home from the soccer practice. We rushed home after soccer practice. And something I will always take, not knowing I took for granted, was the weather and the aesthetic of living up north in the fall time.
Yes.
Which again, as a child, you didn't really put 2 and 2 together.
You thought you were gonna be there forever.
You thought you were gonna be there forever, A, and B, you didn't really get the concept that not everywhere is like this in America. We obviously knew it didn't snow everywhere, but we did think, oh, everywhere's gonna have fall, everywhere's gonna be cold, not knowing that Texas doesn't know what winter is. That's way too low. I can't hear myself.
Oh, that's yours.
That's mine. Yeah.
Sorry.
I was like, where'd my voice go? But yeah, so it was.
I'm just done listening to you.
Thank you.
No,
so it was crisp, perfect day for soccer weather. It was cold. It was crisp. We got home.
That day always is embedded in my head as well.
That's a core memory.
Yeah, it was a perfect fall day, and then we were we missed the first showing.
That's what the next part was getting to.
Yeah, we missed the first of practice, showing.
And we turned on the TV, and it was the part where Esteban was laughing, and we turned it off immediately because we did not want to see anything. We
had to stay it was 7 and then 9.
No, it was 8:30. We got home at 8, and the next one came out at 8:30ish. I remember it premiered at 8. We got home because soccer practice ended at 7:45, so we got to stay up late because it was the weekend. Ooh, staying up late on the weekend, and we went and we saw the 8:30 show that let us stay up till 9. Obviously,
yeah, and it's funny because those were 30-minute episodes, but I loved London's outfit that episode.
Yes,
the onesie track racer suit
with the boots,
and the hat,
everything.
I wanted that outfit.
That was dramatic.
That's what I felt.
Yeah, the outfit was everything.
It was pink and black.
But I did not like a London short hair era of that show, but I liked that outfit.
That was a scary, and I not to this day, I'm dramatic, but for a while, when the ghost comes out and goes back into the picture would always freak me out for some reason when she was here you go at the end.
No, I was always when she went and went back to that scared me so much as a kid.
Yes. When she pops out, looks and
goes back in.
Yes.
Such a funny pizza or whatever.
I hate pizza. Reminds me of my unfaithful husband.
Well, I hate pizza. Oh, Blanky.
No,
I don't know what pizza. Zach was thinking.
What are you gonna do about it?
That place being special effects of disappearing into thin air. I don't know, but it obviously was a kid's show, so I was that's kind of stupid. But
and it's Mr. Mosey, pizza. I could dig a slice. But no, that was
no one has been in there since 1973
come on, guys.
or whatever. But it was such a classic episode. I feel like everybody who watched Disney Channel, that's a core episode that everybody remembers watching.
Yeah, the second one with like the Franken Irwin, that was, we don't have to talk about it because it was just stupid. But.
Oh, so stupid. What's
another one, sis?
I think another one that I enjoyed that I don't know if a lot of people would. Hold on.
Okay, do let us. Please don't tell me it's Kim Possible.
Oh my gosh, no! I don't even remember that episode.
She's a robot or some shit. She has a robot arm.
I remember her just wearing a dress.
Yeah.
Honestly, Kim Possible was such an underrated show.
100%. And Chrissy, how do you name?
Chrissy Martinato.
She's trying her hardest out there.
To bring it back,
TikTok, which like I think it was a great show.
That to me, I don't know if they're making a Proud Family season 2. I watched it because I loved the Proud Family growing up.
Oh, I forgot about that.
They did make the reboot. Which I don't think flopped, but I don't think it was as good as it should have been. It tried too hard to be modern, but again, it's for modern children, so adults should not be watching it to judge it.
Like tonight.
Yeah, so like, do you know what I mean? Like, adults shouldn't be watching it to judge it because it's made for children. But Kim Possible definitely, I think, should make, if they're doing reboots, Kim Possible didn't get the love it deserved back then.
Kim Possible
movie, which I don't understand. Which
it was not good. Don't recommend it. But
awful.
But like I said, I don't remember the Kim Possible episode. I just remember it would always be on commercials, like Disney Channel in general during Halloween.
Iconic.
Spooktober.
Yeah.
It's just like fun.
Up next, all the movies. Oh, we didn't even talk about movies. 100%.
Episode. That's why.
Oh no, we literally said movie/episodes.
Did we? I brought the notebook today.
It's okay. We're already too deep in. Well, maybe let's switch it up for movies. But I think definitely a core movie for Halloween on Disney Channel. As we just said, we're not talking about just Disney Channel and Nickelodeon.
Disney Channel's in our generation. Disney Channel's a big era. Thing. Like Nickelodeon was there, but like I don't.
Today it's not the same. I don't care what anybody says. Kids of days are now on fucking TikTok watching YouTube videos. Watching YouTube videos on Netflix, on Hulu. They're not, kids and even teens are watching Netflix shows, Hulu shows. Like they don't watch Disney Channel like how we watch Disney Channel.
Well, I don't even think there's cable anymore.
Yeah, or even if it is on Hulu, it's probably for honestly like babies, like Disney Junior or something. But like I said, back then, like that's all we had.
Like every single person back then waited to the 6 or 10 o'clock, like Twitches.
Oh, Twitches. Go Twitches. The second one sucked. I don't even remember. One of the movies that I was obsessed with and our sister was obsessed with for sure are the vampire movies. My mom's dating a vampire. Oh. Obsessed. And The Little Vampire.
I forgot about the little vampire.
I mean, Garissa literally wanted to marry that little vampire boy, who literally looked like a little Taylor Lautner. But if you don't know those movies, you missed out.
Low key, kind of dark for Disney with the whole talisman, the little amulet,
and the killing the cows.
Yeah, that was like he was drinking the blood from the cow. Or something.
That I remember. You know, maybe I'm like maybe that's where it started from. That house they moved into as kids. Oh, they walked in. You know how they moved to that new house?
Yeah.
I was like, that's where I want to live.
If it's on Disney Channel, we should watch it today.
I think it is. That house and the house
they were like
from
in Scotland or something.
Oh yeah, but you know what I'm talking about the big stair.
Yes.
That house and I think a house from Jumanji.
You know, I was just about to say, let me guess before you said it, because I was going to say the Jumanji house.
I think as a kid is what like made me like in my mind as a baby, like I want to live in like an old style like Victorian French accent house. And as a kid, I remember being like, why can't we live in that house? We live in wherever at the park. I was like, why aren't we rich like them to live in that big, beautiful house? Yeah. But the little boy from Stuart Little is in the other one, right? Yeah. What happened to him?
He's like a buff MFA fighter.
What?
Yeah, he's really buff.
Stuart Little, hate that movie, by the way.
Yeah, not a good one, but
those two movies for sure.
My favorite one was, I also like My Mom's Dating a Vampire.
Loved.
And I remember I would cry because I was like, I don't think Mom's gonna wake up from her trance.
No, Kiara, do you remember? I don't remember if it was you and me or you and Katia. I remember you guys try to reenact some scenes.
Oh my god, embarrassing
from that movie. Do you remember? I think I had to do something with the garlic. And you guys put it on your door.
We don't have to talk about it. We don't have to talk about. Yes, I really remember. Me and Carissa has a very vivid imagination.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. I guess I wasn't that vivid back then.
But me and Carissa would reenact shows all the time, and I remember Mom got mad because we took the garlic
and put it on your door. Oh my There's a scene in there with garlic and Carissa. Yes, Kara would always reenact it and leave me out of the games, bitches. But
yeah, it's okay. But now look where we are, Carissa. No, but yes, the vampire movies. Obviously, like Twitches is iconic. The first one, slaps. Oh no, it doesn't. I'm not gonna lie. It's not good. But it's like nostalgic movie.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's nostalgic, but it's not good. Like some Disney Channel, like people were saying, like Raven was just so.
Raven holds up.
You can watch it today as a kid and as an adult, and the show's not cringy. Like Liz McGuire, cringe. Hannah Montana, cringe.
Yeah.
Sweet Life, cringe. But Raven, some cringy, obviously, but like you can watch that today and her episodes aren't bad.
I love Raven.
Raven is that.
I love
Queen
Raven.
of Disney Channel.
But another one, obviously we have to talk about the Halloween Towns.
Oh, iconic.
Like, as you know, has a Halloween Town University.
Such bad movies, but so nostalgic.
Yeah.
They're not good movies.
Trappa. Apart.
Sophie, shut up, Sophie.
What was your favorite?
I hated her
one?
bangs.
Which one's the favorite one out of the three?
The
We're not
third
going to even
one.
count the fourth.
No, first of all, I don't know why they.
She talked about it.
Oh, I think I saw that on TikTok.
She said
Did you see
that
she married the guy?
Yeah.
Right?
Cal.
Yeah, but it was funny. The what is it? You will never be in my life ever again. That scene she put on TikTok, and she's like, "Well," and they're like, "That was so cute." But yeah, no, I think my third one's my favorite, just because
they're in high school.
I thought it was so much cooler. I loved seeing all of them enter their normal forms from their high school forms. That it was super cool.
Yeah, I have a tie between the third and the second because I like
the second.
Because I like that it's like dark. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like has a filter over the whole movie the whole time.
Does
basically.
it really?
Yeah,
we have our date cut
that
out
movie
for us
is
today.
super dark.
No, oh, that's what you meant. Yeah, they meant like a filter on the camera.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, for sure. Like if you look at the first one, right, and then like in the daytime and stuff, like outside.
Not dark like that. I meant like dark, like it's like scarier.
Yeah, definitely scary. No, but it is dark. Like when you watch it, when they're outside in the first one, it's like normal. But also because the whole movie's about them being. Oh, I was like, what? Because the movie's about them being gloom and stuff. So like it's like the whole movie's gloom. You haven't noticed?
No, I was thinking like dark, like it's like darker.
No, but I hated it when their faces like morphed into like the the monster
that used
they were.
To scare me when it was like,
yeah, so ugly.
Like, I need blood. Like
but I'm a huge advocate. I hate when movies are only set in like a day. I hate those. And that movie is like all in one day, and I hate that.
I think all of them are like, no, not the last one.
It's like, no, they're literally not. The first one is like 2-3 days. And then the third one is a month or two. The third one is like 6 months because they go from like no, not even 6 months, like 3 months, from like August to October.
Yeah, because they had like on the night on Halloween.
Yeah, like I said, I loved that movie because I liked it being in high school. I thought it was cool. But
that was the reason I never say I bet anymore, because like as a figure of speech, because of that movie.
Oh, seriously, she said it. She said it on the freaking hand. I think if the fourth one had the original characters, I think it would have been better. Because she's an awful actress, that girl. Who is it? Miss Aquamarine.
I was gonna say leave Aquamarine alone.
But no, she's not a good actress. But I loved the college theme. You guys used to come home, and my mom would get so mad at us because we'd have like 2 dinners. Basically, we would make all this food and lay it out as if it's a tray, and we would grab it like we were in college, like they did in those movies. But I loved the villains in that movie. The 3 Asian sisters.
I can't even tell you. I haven't seen that movie in so long.
Yeah, it's so bad. That's why. But I definitely think if it was the OG characters, I think the movie would have been better. But moving on from Halloween Town, I'm gonna say I think one of my favorite episodes / movies. Actually, me and Tony were talking about this the other day. Was the Can of Worm ones?
I've never.
No, I'm sorry. I'm gonna take it back. Goosebumps.
Oh my god, Goosebumps is so freaking scary.
If they want to remake something, Hulu, Netflix, remake Goosebumps and make them terrifying. Make them like American Horror Story vibes. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling.
Make it darker.
Like make them like the same version, the same like doll, the same whatever, but make them like terrifying. Because those
beware.
That theme song goes hard. It's very scary.
Some of them are so creepy. What is a Goose?
That's so scary.
Have you rewatched them all before?
I did 2 years ago. With Londo, it was like in the background, but I didn't get to sit down and watch them.
Londo.
Yeah.
No.
he wasn't even walking yet. He was super. That was when he was like super small.
Those are still scary. Some of them are like creepy.
The doll one, terrifying.
Oh my god. Well, I hate dolls in general.
That's what I'm saying. Like those back then were terrifying. Today they're creepy. It's like that's no. If you know, you know. We were scared. I was terrified that we wouldn't be able to rip down the boards fast enough. Oh if you can, maybe put a clip or something like for when you do reels or TikTok, put a clip of them ripping the boards down. I was so scared as a kid that I wouldn't be able to rip them down fast enough. Like, and they would get me.
No, yeah, and I remember like Well, we wouldn't be there. So,
and I loved when they weren't like in neighborhoods, because a lot of those stories happened like in homes and stuff. But I love the episode of like, oh, we have to go to the lake house, and they were like in a different home, or like they were like on the beach, or like
90s. So if you haven't watched it, just keep that in mind. But it's still creepy for the 90s.
Yeah, as a kid, that's terrifying. They're made for children, so those were so scary.
Yeah.
But the Goosebumps I have to watch every year. I think they're all on Netflix or Hulu.
Was there any like Nickelodeon shows that had Halloween episodes?
I mean, most of the Nickelodeon shows were cartoons, so of course, like Timmy Turner, they had Halloween episodes.
Okay,
SpongeBob had his iconic ghost when he's like a brain episode. They have a newer ones. I haven't seen them though.
that in forever. I completely forgot that he was like shaving his head
and he became like a brain.
Yeah. Oh God, I forgot about that one.
No, this hash-slinging slasher was more scary than that Halloween episode.
God. Didn't we stay home that day and we were scared?
Yeah, because it was a Tuesday.
No, I'm trying to think of it because I don't think Victoria's had one.
iCarly did, I think. I don't remember that. See, they weren't as iconic as Disney, sorry, but because I think when Nickelodeon started having, besides like All That and Amanda Show, Drake and Josh, like the 90s, when they started having like
Zoe 101 had 2 Halloween episodes.
Yes, but honestly, I do feel like at that time people were watching Disney Channel more than Nickelodeon that time.
They were,
because Nickelodeon just had a bunch of cartoons, and then they randomly started putting in little Drake and Josh. Then they put iCarly, Victoria, like as we got a little bit older. But Zoe 101's definitely the stupid necklace one.
I was rewatching it and it was interesting. I like the haunted house one better.
Oh, so much better. That was a good episode, I have to say.
Yeah, it was cute.
If you ask me, I say myself. I will have to say that one was pretty scary. But I liked remember I told you I like when they're not in their location. So I liked the other one
because they went to like
the mountains
hiking.
Or something.
Yes.
Yeah, but I think the other one was more scary for Zoe 101. I don't think Victoria's had a Halloween episode.
No, they did. They
had Christmas, but not Halloween.
Yeah, no, Nickelodeon was more Christmas for sure because they had that whole little singing jam.
Oh, for sure. Did you see that theory that Crazy Steve is supposedly Kat's brother?
Oh no, but that's not make sense.
I had saw it on TikTok. It made sense, but then somebody was like, Dan Schneider, creepy ass, like declined it or somebody said that they didn't add up the time. I don't know, something, but they said it didn't add up. But I was like, that would have been so funny if it was Crazy Steve because it just made sense. And they lived in San Diego, they lived in LA, so it made sense. You know what I mean? Which I thought would be pretty funny. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Because Crazy Steve ends up in Sam and Kat, and Kat's face is like, like recognizing it's her brother, and then she like leaves or something.
That would have been a nice way to tie it all in together, but I doubt it. They thought that far.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what other like other than like, you know, if you watch sitcoms like I do, like, you know, like Modern Family has such great Halloween episodes. How I Met Your Mother has great Halloween episodes. Desperate Housewives, great Halloween episodes.
I've never got into Desperate Housewives.
I actually, John, I think you'd like it now. It's so funny. Like now that you're an adult, to understand what they're saying.
I don't like those kinds of shows anymore to be aged. Like the sitcom kind of vibes. I don't really.
I mean, Desperate Housewives isn't sitcom, but the other ones definitely.
But it reminds me of Modern Family sitcom. Like there's no laughing and stuff, but like,
oh my God, Modern Family.
Jules, not Jules. What's it called? A gem.
It's such a gem. I see why it was the #1 show for years.
For so long.
It is so funny.
Good
like,
writing.
It's such a good writing. But they're Halloween episodes because like they're obviously in TV shows you can like do what you want with things. But How I Met Your Mother, Modern Family, Desperate Housewives, great Halloween episodes. Love it.
Yes.
I'm not gonna go into detail because I'm sure a lot of our listeners don't watch those. But
yeah, How I Met Your Mother just isn't really my style.
It's so funny. It's so
like
I genuinely think you'd like it. I think you would actually like it.
I mean, I love comedy shows, but it's just not my style to watch those nowadays.
No, I know, but I think if one of these days like you have nothing to do and you just want to take a gander, I think you'd like Barney. Barney's so funny. But yeah, those are like shows to watch, and obviously
shows and movies to watch. Hocus Pocus.
Food Channel.
Food Channel. We didn't talk about those.
No, I was
let's do it fast and then wrap it up. Food Channel networks
is my favorite time of the year is Halloween because like the pumpkin challenge, the cupcake challenge, the cakes. Challenge,
but I do feel it's gone down. I think back in the day it was so common for people, kids, adults, everyone just to watch those competition shows.
The Food Channel in general though. Like,
seriously, the Food Channel in general has gone so down.
I still watch it.
But yeah, me and Kara watched it the other day. We love a good competition show. We love like seeing people come up with the concepts of what their cake is or their cupcakes, their stories.
If y'all recall, we tried to do a reality show for our cookies that failed.
Didn't do good.
I don't even think y'all know because it never made the air.
But honestly, Halloween was always better than Christmas competition shows, just because everything better spooky. Like seeing the cupcakes, the cookies. I didn't ever watch the pumpkin carving ones because it's like, it's just carving pumpkins.
It's
There's nothing else to it.
But
Yeah.
like Halloween baking competitions, my favorite. Like
Loved.
the theme, the judges, everybody's so extra, and I love it.
Or the surprise, you can now blah blah. Everyone's like,
I wish I
so
could do
dramatic.
kids, like,
I wonder how long
hey,
those
how you
filming
doing
days
over
start.
there? I'm coming up hard, sis. But
You working hard over there? Yep, I'm starting to carve the pumpkin.
It's like, oh my god, I don't know how I'm
All
gonna
right, go
finish.
put this in the oven. Go. How does that work? Like when they have those giant cakes, like, and you only see them put 2 mini ones in there. Like, where's the giant cake coming
I don't
from?
know.
You're building a 6
I want to
foot
know
cake.
what they do with the extra. Because
Throw it
they're not
away.
eating
What are they gonna do
They
with
should
them?
Give it to charity. I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah, because homeless people want fucking a giant cake out of crystal.
They don't think they have much options.
I mean, I think they'd rather have, I don't know, like food, not just like big
I
cake.
said charity, not homeless people.
What is a charity gonna do with them?
I don't know.
Save the cake
I'm
for
just trying to
later?
be
Put it in their oven or
I'm
what?
just trying to be noble.
No.
So it's wasteful.
But you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. How long do those filmings take?
It takes all day. Like there's like we only see,
like one episode is all day. Like, do they go home and shower?
They stay at hotels.
When do they eat?
No, so glad you asked this. So the way it is, like they go filming. Your cooking itself takes about
For like
4
8
to 5
hours.
hours.
Well, they have 8 hours to make one cake.
Yeah,
Can you imagine?
8 hours, and that goes by fast. I'm sure, especially when you're like the
sure.
height, and then you have to pause.
When do they use the
restroom?
restroom?
I don't know.
Do they not eat those 8 hours? Or they say, okay, an hour break
You know
for
what?
lunch?
I'm not glad you asked. I don't know.
Because that's almost.
I don't know.
Because honestly,
Let's try it out, sis.
If you think about, oh hell no, if you think about it,
We should go on the worst one.
That's like illegal. Like they can't have no breaks in 8 hours.
I'm sure they have breaks and hours.
Do you know what I
They
mean?
have pausing times.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Off topic. But you know how like at the end of the episodes when they're like, this is going to be at the premiere of the new movie. It's like, they bring both. Like, what are they going to do the other one?
But my one's like, you get to be featured in the movie, right? Like you said, like the party. Do they like freeze those cakes? Is it the same time?
Is it the next day over?
Is it the next day?
Do they have a giant fridge to push the cake into?
Do they have to remake it?
They should do a documentary on those shows because that's a lot of questions. People wondering.
Or at least we are.
Or where are they now afterwards? Okay. On that note, we're hungry, so we're gonna go eat some lunch with our family. But this was a great, fun episode. It's always good to get in the spirit.
No, I love this time of the year, like we said last week. I hope you guys enjoyed that pink themed episode. That was really fun. And let us know what your favorite shows are down below, or if there's something. I'm sure we missed them because I felt we had so much. But when we get talking, like we talk,
Yeah.
So I'm sure we missed them, or let us know that what should we watch? I should
Yeah,
say.
maybe what shows we haven't watched, what shows we should watch, or if you think all these shows are dumb and you don't watch any of them. But if you
or
say,
they're like, wow, y'all said all those, but didn't say this one.
the Miss Iconic this and that. But if you don't watch Goosebumps, I think you're just lying. But anyway, so go ahead and make sure you guys like, subscribe, and leave us a rating. But like I always say, if it's not a 5, then you're lying. So let's not lie today, guys.
Everything Janelle said, because I know.
She took
everything I said.
sorry. It just naturally came out. And I was
that's why I let you go. I let you go.
I was like, this is what Kara
I'll just say,
share. I would say share.
Yeah, share, comment, like. Have a great. I hope your spooky season is going great, and I hope it's being festive. If not, I hope this episode got you in the festive vibes.
To start watching.
Don't
movies.
forget. Yes, watch your movies, watch your shows. Don't forget to use our code 15DUSSPod. If you guys if y'all are getting any type of Casetify product, please tag us, and I want to see what everybody's getting.
Yes.
And maybe you'll be featured on our story.
Yeah, we'll let you know. But again, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for the support. And whether you're already in the spooky season or has been in the spooky season since September or doesn't like the spooky season, just always remember to do you, sis.
Spooky.